Oh, hey guys, I was texting Caitlin. Welcome to Waste Not Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and we take junk, literally, that we've thrifted and turn it into home decor that we sell online at JamieRayVintage.com and in our retail store in Lehigh. You can also get all the paint and products we use at JamieRayVintage.com. We were going to come up with a new craft, and maybe next week we will, because sometimes we do that too. But we are so ridiculously close to having our death pile of projects cleaned up that I'm like, nope, we're going to stay the course. We're going to get things done. And that way we can really just have an organized garage, which will make it easier for projects this spring and summer. Because in case you can't tell, the shoulders are out. It's going to be 62 degrees today, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, March is here.
What?
March is here.
Yeah, March is definitely here. It's been warm anyways, but I'm working on, I don't know if you guys remember, we thrifted this and it's got these hand-painted flowers that are not my favorite on the bottom. I'm just using a razor blade to remove the flowers. And then Zeb's going to be working on some frames. And before I forget, because I was texting Caitlin about it, that bag is solid black, and I'll send you a picture later. Because I think she was looking at the thrift haul. I don't think there's a picture in there because they were dirty and I cleaned them. So I'll send you a picture.
So I have a print right now that is going to be, it's printing as we speak. It's the first time I've tried printing it out. I just formatted. I've been working on these pages for a while, and I'm printing them very big to fit in this. This is 35.5 inches wide and 11.5 inches tall. So it's very long and tall. These are fun to hang on doors, or if you've got like a tall, skinny space in between windows or not in between windows.
I'm making a mess. That is what I'm making.
So if you spray that, it might come off easy. That Sprayway cleaner really softens things up.
Leslie says it was 60 degrees on Monday and now it's raining. Yeah, it's going to be in the 40s for a few days after today, and then it'll go back into the 60s. That's how March is for us. But we had 60-degree days in January, so that's bizarre. So I just can't even, never have I ever in Utah had 60-degree days in January.
So I am getting ready to do garden stuff because of the weather. I'm worried the garden's it's already we've got onions and stuff that are volunteering that are about to go crazy in there. And I need to either pull those out because they've been sitting all winter. They might not be
They might be
tasty.
a little woody. Now
Yeah.
I feel like it's not working as well.
Can you not? It probably needs a new razor. That razor's old.
Yeah, I could use a new blade. You know where one's at?
No. I'm just giving you options.
Answers, but not.
I'm giving you options I don't actually have solutions for.
I'm gonna get that dry because I feel like it worked better when it was dry. Yes, a new blade would be phenomenal. We have a bunch at the shop.
All right, this backer on here is
we just had such warm weather. I think we even had 50s in December, winter. I mean, we have had some cold weather, but I don't think we've had any single digits. Very few teens, if at all. It's just been so crazy. In fact, Redrick is mowing the lawn today because we've had these patches of grass grow, especially in the back.
Some are 6 inches tall, and it looks like mange back there.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm making him fix that today. Him and Zeb's gonna weed whack because Redrick's not very good at that, and make it look a little nice and tight. Because when the weather's warm, I like to be outside, but I like the yard to look nice. I'm like, well, let's pick this up. So I'm gonna go outside with the leaf blower and blow off all the leaves that have accumulated, and Redrick will mow them up. It also cleans up all the leaves when you mow the lawn.
Well, I think Redrick weed whacks fine. He's just discovered the art of, if I want someone else to do this for me, I do a bad job consistently at it, and I don't have to do it anymore.
I mean, it's a very smart skill to have. I don't know that really helps. That making it wet just made it was better when it was dry.
Here, peel all this paper off and I'll do it for you.
Look what I just did.
Yeah.
I did something poorly, and now you're going to do it for me. I actually wasn't doing it on purpose.
So when you're doing a razor blade, if you're cleaning something off, make sure your razor blade doesn't have any burrs or anything, because you can scratch your glass like crazy. If it's nice and flat and doesn't have any burrs, it doesn't scratch it. Okay. That's off of there, mostly.
Yeah, our weather is totally normal for March. It was just weird in January. Caitlin is correct. We had weird January weather. March is usually a back and forth.
Yeah, we honestly, like, even with the warm weather, we could get snow in June. That's just the way Utah is.
I feel like it's the way lots of desert, northern
high desert
states. I mean, we're not northern, we're like mid states. Like it's high desert. It's just what happens. We have the lakes. We have these tall mountains. We have weird weather. All right. Is there anything like you want this all the way off, or is this?
No, that's good.
Sufficient. Okay.
All right. So this quote with the angels is cute, right?
What the heck is this on here?
It's some tag or something that someone put on to sticky it on there. I can hear that my printer is done. I'm very excited about that. This print's been in the works for a little while. I had it formatted for like an A4 size, which is this is the A4 size paper. It's basically, it's a little narrower and a little longer than an 8.5 by 11. But I reformatted it and I was worried that it might get pixelated because I'd done the elements small, but it looks great.
Now it's just got residue left behind.
Yeah, it looks like it almost feels not even like an acrylic. It almost feels like an oil paint that they used to put that on there.
I know that there's lots of sticker removal projects or products out there. I'm not one, like, I know how to get off most stickers. A heat gun will work, or lemon oil really is the best, but I don't really want to heat this up and I don't know where my lemon oil is. What I do know about all products is if you don't have them handy, they don't work.
I'm not even sure what that is. It's kind of like foamy, plasticky.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to put a transfer over it. So maybe if it's just like big enough to cover it, it'll be fine.
All right. Now that we're 10 minutes into this video, I've got the frame off the back.
You're doing really great.
The backer off of this frame. I'm not actually painting this frame. The gold on here is good. It's not got like the splatter on it that they like to do in the 80s and 90s into the early 2000s. I am thinking about leaving the glass. As soon as Jamie gets back, I'm going to go grab that print because the next stage, since we're not painting this,
you need scissors?
Yes, I will need some scissors. The next stage is to get the art in here. Thank you.
Well, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to show you guys something.
All right, while she's showing that, I'm going to go grab my art.
We got a new outfit in the shop. It's so cute. Speaking of warm weather, I got this new tank. It's like a little baby doll tank. I'm wearing a tank underneath it just because it's not like super short, but I just don't want my like side fat to hang out if I bend over weird. So I have like a layering tank underneath. And then we got new jeans. You see how cute these are? They're like barrel kind of wide leg, but they're more fitted. They're not saggy in the butt. I know you probably can't hear me because I wasn't wearing my mic, but for those of you that have been following me for any length of time, you know that I really wanted to carry Free People in the shop, and they didn't approve me because my shop wasn't cool enough looking. And so I've been working really hard to find good quality clothing that I like as much. And these jeans, and I can tell you I probably own 12 pairs of Free People jeans, maybe more. We won't talk about that. Those jeans range in price from $128 to $170, depending on the print. And these jeans are like $68, if I remember correctly. So they're like half the price, and they fit really well. We've had them before because we had them in the striped, which we may have some left, but they no longer make those. So whatever we have, that's all we have. We can't order more, but I love the fit. And I know that they wear well because I've had those since we got them in the summer and washed them a lot, and they've been fine. So if you need a good pair of barrel type jeans, but you want them to be a little bit more fitted, these are good. And I'm wearing the small, and I feel like they are a little loose on me, which is kind of the style. So to give you an idea for fit.
All right, guys, you ready? I haven't shown Jamie these.
Shut up. That's so big.
Oh, I printed it to fit this long one so I can bring it down any size, but I wanted to make sure I could get it big, and it came out good.
I mean, we could come up with a bigger
So
size.
this is like 3 prints stitched together to
Yeah.
get this long. And then I'm going to I had a lot of extra paper because it's long and skinny.
No, that's
and
so good.
I just printed this other one out big so that I could do this other frame.
I think that's good because you could come up with like a couple of medium-sized papers on the right side.
Yeah.
And then you could also come up with an A4 size, and then you could have it like an XXL. So I think that would be good.
So this one is not actually, this is just printed off for this project. I'm going to probably format it into medium.
Yeah, but we could do an XXL paper that big.
We
if
never
people
have.
wanted it, but it would definitely, I mean, if you think it would probably be like more price like a transfer. Oh, this is going to cover up that little spot just fine. Side note.
What do you guys think? Do you like this one?
Oh, people already, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Zeb, that is amazing. I want that paper. I love that print. I mean, Zeb knew this morning as I was getting dressed, he goes, they're going to go nuts for this paper. It's so good. I love it. So I think it's fabulous. Says, oh my Bobby. I don't think I've ever heard that. Yeah, we are working on another paper release. That will probably come out next week. So watch out for that.
These will be in it. I just needed to like format them and get them how I want and make sure the coloring is right. The background might be a little dark. Yeah, I spelled everything right, I think. It's in Latin for the most part.
We can also use some of those and put them on dictionary papers, which we need to do. We need to come out with another dictionary paper.
But yeah, I wanted it to be like those scientific floral books that have the prints of the flowers with all the flower parts and stuff. And then this other big side is kind of like a flower seed catalog that I was working on.
Well, I think what you could do is format it so we could cut out 2 medium papers and then 1 XXL paper, like on the same one, and then just have a new size. Because even though this is really long, the width isn't super wide. So we could roll it and fit it the same way we do the mediums, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, Zeb's always designing it, and I'm thinking shipping logistics because that's really,
well, that's why I haven't done a big
really
paper.
Where I shine.
I haven't done a big paper because like that's this big, because this is actually about 2/3 of the size width we could print. When this was all together, this is 31.5 inches and I can do up to 44. So as soon as we can figure out how to ship something, you could do like the whole front of a dresser.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like, not that you guys care about the back end of stuff, but it's also thinking about not just what you're going to ship it in, but like cost of the item to ship it in, and then how much it actually costs to ship the item. When we first came out with medium papers, Zeb was like gung-ho for it, but he didn't actually do the R&D for shipping, and he had the most unrealistic tubes that were horrible to ship in.
They were really thin.
And he had already released them. And so I was like scrambling, trying to find the appropriate way to ship these. And I'm not going to lie, guys. Zeb and I very rarely, like if you see us disagree on here, that's about as bad as it gets. But I was slightly miffed because I had told him, I said, if you're going to come out with this product, you have to figure out how to ship it. And he didn't. He came up with something. It just sucked. And
listen,
then I had to solve that problem.
We got like 400 little tiny tubes because that was going to be really cheap to ship them in. And you can't even hardly roll them up and get them in there.
I figured it out. It's fine. I'm a good problem solver. But before we come up with another size, we will figure out the shipping
we
first.
haven't come out with more sizes and stuff, because shipping is the hardest part of that. Like when you're shipping something that's $12.95 and it costs $22 to ship it, it just doesn't make sense unless someone's buying 10 of them, but you can't fit 10 in there. So that was another problem too.
So just stay tuned in the next couple of weeks. I would say we'll have it figured out. We've got a little bit of a teeny tiny minute lull in life that's coming up in spring, which usually gets totally enveloped in product development and planting and projects. But our kid, like Eliza, has cheer showcase Friday, and then she doesn't perform. Like, we will not watch her perform for cheer again unless they have some random thing for a spring sport. Like occasionally they do lacrosse until cheer camp in July. So that actually is multiple nights a week of free time. And then we're going to have baseball, but that's pretty chill.
It's like 2 games a week in the evening.
Frederick doesn't do a spring sport. He's just got off-season training. And you wouldn't think it makes that big of a deal, but it actually, this is just kind of the time when we have more time, if that makes sense. And the days are longer. So, all right, look at that. You can't really tell. It looks kind of just like it's just shiny, but it's like mercury glass looking behind it, which is so cute. And I put it on upside down, so the sticker behind is upside down, but it actually doesn't matter. I think we need another butterfly, so I'm going to work on that. These are actually moths and butterflies, but can I have my scissors back, sweetie?
Yep. Okay.
We'll take some prototypes to Debbie's when we go in April. By then, we'll probably have some released, but we'll bring some with us in our bag. Because Debbie will be excited. We actually somewhere have some designs she worked on with Jack.
I still have them. They're on the laptop.
For Eliza's 16th birthday. And guess what? Eliza's turning 17, April 1st. So it's been a year. So we probably need to get that done. We actually will have a little bit of time after the event. Maybe Monday we can sit down with Debbie and work on some stuff because that needs to happen.
So I scraped your little thing over here. It's got like little shavings of paint everywhere.
Paint everywhere. I know. I see. There we go. Where's my stick? Because we don't fly out till like Monday. It's always fun to do events, but I always love like after the events, like the chill downtime where you just like reconvene and just hanging out. We're going to go to church on Sunday with Debbie, and Monday we'll just like chill, probably eat a breakfast. Although Debbie could have projects she needs help with too, so you just never know. You wipe off the dirt. I'll clean this some more later.
Well, every time we roll through there, she's like, "Zeb, you're here. Can you do this?"
Yeah. That's a pretty handy guy.
I'm like, yes, I can.
Hey, I'm going to have to clean this glass a little better, but this is so cute. You guys see all the metallic, like how cute that looks. And this has a little stand that it came with. I knew it would be good. That's why I bought it. Zeb was uncertain why I bought it.
Luckily, this has a huge overhang because I measured the actual frame exposed and made this a little larger. But the glass like goes way down in. I'm like, oh, my print is too small, but it's going to be fine, I think.
All right, here's the little easel that it comes with. And then this just sits with the glass together. Ta-da! That's all she wrote. I think that Debbie's dad's been sick, but he's doing better.
Bobby's
I don't
been
know
doing
if
a
Debbie
lot
was
of
on the
stuff for her.
retreat that Dion just had.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I saw a picture that Karen shared, and I thought I saw Debbie in it, but it could have been a picture from a different retreat. That's why. Why is this not level? Anyways, I'll figure that out later. I might just put that together with the tiniest bit of hot glue so it doesn't slide around.
All right, I'm going to use these scissors again.
Okay.
Unless
I
you
got to
need
start
them.
painting. Nope. I'll make some milk paint mix here. When are these projects listed for sale? These are all listed.
So this tall frame is on, and so is this frame here that I'm going to put some of these big flowers in.
Yeah, they'll look the way that they look before we get them.
It's going to look like this with the girls in it because we haven't updated the picture. And then this one. So if you're looking for them and you want to search by name, just type in like frame or will get makeover or will get painted if it's not already finished. This one here, the families, I'm going to get rid of them and put some of this floral stuff in there.
We don't have any plastic cups in there. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to make some milk paint up. So yeah, Robin, you can buy these now. If you go to Thrift Finds and Flips, search new to old, and you might have to scroll through a few pages, but they're in there. And then when we're not live anymore, I will update the listings and move them up. We have a few things from yesterday, the little pedestals that we did, which I'll show you in a bit because I got to put transfers on 3 of them. I finished painting them. We have 2 of those left. One little box, I think. Oh, and the topiary has not sold. So we have a few things. We've been painting so much, I feel like we're finally to the point where we have some things that are available after we paint them for a little bit, which has been nice because then people don't have to like rush to get something. There's like a few things there. How did we become friends with Debbie? She was on YouTube. We were on YouTube. I loved her, started following her and commenting. Then she found me on YouTube, and then she asked me to teach at a boot camp, and the rest is history. We've been friends ever since. You need to meet.
Was it the first boot camp she did or the second one?
It might have been the third boot camp she ever did. It was when the first time Dion ever taught.
Yeah, you guys.
Dion from the
you
Turquoise
guys went
Iris.
and taught together.
Yeah, I taught photo staging, I think, which I don't do a whole lot of photo staging. I'm pretty lazy, but I used to do a lot of furniture, and I taught like easy ways to make your picture look good and just some basics. Because some people are like pros at photo staging and they're super amazing, and some people just use AI now and you can tell it looks weird. I just had I do photo staging the way I do everything. I just create certain areas in my home that I know will look okay with the photo, and I just take the picture there because I don't have time to spend 4 hours getting the perfect photo of something. If that's the case, I'm never going to get it done. All right, so 1 part warm water to 1 part olive. I was going to use Cheshire because that is the color of the month, which you guys, if you haven't bought it, you should. Cheshire is a really great color. It's super popular, and it's 35% off this month only, any size. But I don't have any Cheshire at home, so I need to get some. The olive is a really great sagey green color. It's the same color we have on our bar stools. And this actually would pair well with Cheshire, kind of in that soft pastel family. I did not make the glass look like mercury glass, Tammy. I thrifted it. You can use glass spray and vinegar and make glass look like old mirror if you want. And then after you do that, paint the back black, like behind where you did the spray, and it would look like mercury glass. We did that like a long, long time ago. We could try it again, but we'd have to wait till the weather warms up because that's definitely an outside activity. Could do a class in Utah. We don't do classes that often. Like this has been the first time in 4 years.
Also, the last time we did a class in Utah, 5 people came.
Yeah, 4 or 5 people
came. People don't care about what we do here.
Yeah, it really wasn't well attended. So we could maybe do it again, but it's going to be a while. I have to have time to recover. If you want to attend a class, our class that we're doing in California in April, it's your best bet for a hot minute. All right, I think I got it pretty well mixed up. You can also do a larger container, use an immersion blender. You're going to get a better blend. And then we have this really crusty horse that needs a paint job. Did you have any ideas of how you were going to get in between the horse legs?
Small brush.
Small brush. Okay. That is going to be a nightmare. I'm going to try.
Someone did it. It's painted.
Oh, somebody more patient than me did it. They didn't do it well.
All right, so I'm leaving the girls in there. They're just going to go backwards because it's printed on like a foam. All right. My math was good. I was nervous about it, but we're fine.
Zebra medium artist brush is really coming in handy.
All right, the reveal. Man, this is tall. Look, I got to get way back here so you can see the whole thing all together. Can you tell me if I got glare, Jamie?
No, you're perfect.
All right. So that looks really awesome in this gold frame. And the frame is, it's already been glazed. It's already got the aged look. Like it's really good gold frame.
Margie didn't want to go to California. Margie Margie Ramsey is amazing. If she'd like to do Utah, maybe we'll do something in Utah. Maybe next year. Maybe the year after that. Next year is Eliza's senior year, so I feel like it's going to be crazy. But then after that, we might have a lull. But, you know, you just never know. My kids are getting to the age where they're going to start getting married, then there's going to be grandbabies, and I'm going to be busy. So we'll see what life provides for us. But tell Margie, San Diego isn't really California. It feels like home to me. Like, I don't know what she doesn't like about California, but especially where Debbie lives, like, people are so chill, so nice. I don't remember if I rubbed in my blush this morning. It's just really great. It's also why Zeb and I want to buy some property, like a vacation.
Let's be
rental
honest, the weather is the whole
The weather
reason.
is fantastic. We're actually going to be back in San Diego in July because we were married in the San Diego temple and they've been doing a renovation of it. And they are opening it back up for a open house, which means anybody can go inside of it. And I want to take my kids. And it's also our 25th wedding anniversary, which I just am so excited that the renovation, the open house lined up with our 25th wedding anniversary, which is in August. So we're going to take our kids in July when they have a break from football and cheer. And we are going to go see, we're going to have another California vacation. So
we've been in a lot of temples and it's still my favorite.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And I want to see if they changed anything or they just renovated it to look exactly the same. So I'm excited about that. And
they probably were adding things like Wi-Fi and AC in all the rooms.
I think there's always been AC. It was never hot.
Yeah, it's new enough. It probably has AC and heat everywhere. Some of them are old enough. They were built before AC and heat was even invented.
Yeah.
As far as like HVAC goes.
Well, and I want to take Debbie and my friend Lily, because once they're dedicated, you have to have a recommend to get in. And so this would be a good opportunity to take my friends and family. So I'm excited to go to that this summer. And so we're taking the extra money that we are making from this class when we've already made back what we paid for in tickets. And so once we have our little extra, I'll use the extra funds to book a Airbnb for the week. I think we're going to do the week before July 4th. I want to be home for the 4th because we have so much fun here for the 4th. You can see while you're in San Diego, you can see it, Vicky. It's right off the freeway in La Jolla. Like, especially if you stay south of Solana Beach and you get on the freeway, you're going to see it
about
as you
10
drive
minutes
by.
from Debbie's.
You can't miss it. It's gorgeous and definitely sticks out in the sprawl of the city because it's a really big, beautiful building. We lived in Arizona when we got married there and we hauled our whole family to San Diego. Some of them were annoyed by it, but it was August and I wasn't about to get married in August in
Mesa.
Arizona.
Mesa was the only temple open then when we got married in Arizona.
Yeah, we had a reception back in Arizona, so that was good enough.
My brother got married in Mesa in August, and I almost died, and so did Harrington.
I almost died. I was pregnant with Odelia and due in 3 days.
Yeah, Harrington was a little guy, and we've got pictures of him just like in the shade like this.
So miserable. So miserable. Let's see. I'm just going to look at questions. Is there a link to classes? Yes, Caitlin, can you link our class in April? And then if you look on the listing, there should be in the listing a link to Dion's class that same weekend. Debbie's class is not listed yet, but when it is listed, we'll get that up. Everything's a la carte, so you can sign up for the classes that you want. Hopefully you want to hang out with me. I'm actually really impressed that we sold 8 tickets though. Oh, and Caitlin, can you also remind us that I need to text Debbie today and get a group set up for the event so that way the people coming can join the group and talk to each other and see if they want to carpool or whatever.
That's probably a more productive phone call.
Oh, with Debbie?
Yeah.
Well, if she just says I can set it up, I don't really need to talk to her. I can just set it up and send her the link and invite her to it. I think it might be easier if I just did it, but I don't want to do it if she's already done it. Yeah, we love to eat at Snooze, and there's a Snooze in La Jolla. It's kind of like right there by the temple. One of my best friends lives in Chula Vista, so it's always fun to go there. She's like, I keep telling her we really want to buy real estate there. She's like, well, move here already. Like, we're not going to live there full time ever, just so you know. Well, I should say never, but I just can't picture that. Maybe in retirement.
They have more regulations
Whenever
for full-time living
happens,
than I think I can handle.
Yeah. I don't want to have to.
It's fun to visit.
I don't want to live there enough that I have to pay state taxes as a partial resident.
So this frame has been thrifted a couple times. It's got an old tag here for $2. I got it for $4. And it still has this picture of this family in it. I don't know what happened there, but originally the frame is from ZCMI, which is like it would have basically been like a Sears that was originated here in Utah, but they didn't really branch out much. They're gone now. I think they started out as a bank.
ZCMI?
Yeah.
Oh no. Now it's a Macy's. Which Macy's isn't doing that great. Like every time I go to the store, it's pretty empty. They're always having a big sale, kind of like JCPenney's and Sears.
Well, Sears is out. They're gone. Oh,
Yeah.
this picture will live on because it is the backer. It's
Foam.
yeah. Well, it's like on this hardboard, and then the photographer signed it because he's super proud of this pic.
You told Kaylin you were only coming if I brought you a taco. We'll see. We'll see what we do. We are not having a car. I mean, I can DoorDash you one. That's the best I can offer, Vic.
There's a pretty good taco shop just right
Roberto's
down the road.
Taco Shop is pretty great. Rolled tacos. And then there's that one that's by the Vons. Was that Vons? Remember we found it that one time on our way out of town. I think it was after Memorial Day. This time we're flying. When we go in July, we'll drive because we'll have the kids with us. I need to find out if Harrington, I kind of want to see, because we usually take a vacation to see Harrington in the summer, and I want to see if he'll just come to this. So, because I don't know that if we go to this, they'll be able to go to Jackson too. So, see if he'll just meet us in San Diego with Tori.
So I probably need to paint this. This has some damage on it, and I don't love the black velvet. So I think I'm going to paint this whole thing and maybe put some gold back on it.
I think I got this pretty well.
I'm not going to be able to, this is much smaller. We're going to have to maybe do this sideways. Where'd my glass go? Where'd I set that at? Oh, this didn't even have glass. That's right.
I actually think the condo that we stayed at last time would be big enough for all of us. Because my mom stayed in a room by herself.
So we're going to...
Or I think she was in there with Jack.
I think I'm going to skip out on the floral gems of the garden portion of this because... So this was like the leftover side. The original print was the one for that other one that I got to glue in. Just trying to see what's going to work best. We're probably going to just get it right like that.
You're going to break that up?
I'm going to have to. It was just a test print that I was filling paper with. We'll have some more. Okay. I think there is where we're going.
I like where it says floral gems of the garden, but that would be
that's
too.
gonna
Can
go
you not
on
do it, flip it this way? Would there be
no,
space?
it's not wide enough.
Oh, just barely.
I was just trying not to waste a bunch of paper on the side. We'll use smaller elements out of this for other projects. And I'm going to save that floral gems of the garden.
That could go on the side of a big box.
Yep. We have a bunch of those we just got for tomorrow's video.
We've already gone thrifting for tomorrow's video. You're not going to want to miss it. We found lots of good stuff. I think we're going to do a little bit of painting at the end of the video and then take you guys into the shop and do some staging. We got to get that video finished up today because tomorrow morning, both Redrick and I have orthodontist appointments. And then Zeb's got to get back into the cottage tomorrow. So we're going to get the video finished up today.
All right, I know it's going to be sad. We're going to have to cut this all up.
It's fine. It's your paper. You can do what you want.
Well, I know a guy that can print more. And it was literally just extra, and I was hoping it would fit in that frame. I didn't even measure that frame.
This first coat of milk paint is going to look a little crazy, but the next one will look better. Just heat gunning it.
All right, we'll save this. This, you could probably use some of this in that print, or in that.
If I get to that frame, we'll see. It's already 10:40, but we were late getting started, so.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
We were having a lazy morning. I'm not going to lie, Zeb and I did not officially roll out of bed till like 8:35.
I didn't sleep good last night. I was tossing and turning a lot.
Is that why I didn't sleep good?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I woke up at like 5.
I got up like 3 times and like did little projects hoping it would make me feel tired, and I never really got to that like good sleep stage last night.
I felt like I had good sleep this morning.
Yeah, the only trouble I have is those new curtains. They're not blackout.
Well, that's good because we got to start getting up earlier. So they're not blackout, and yet we still didn't wake up till 8:35. So. But
I wasn't happy about it. I was waking up more than I should. The day was like, hey, it's sunny. I'm going to be warm. Let's go do all those projects that you've been needing to do outside.
You actually still can because I'm going to edit the video. So.
Well, I got to take pictures of all this stuff.
Oh, that's true.
And get it up on the website. We got good sunlight today. The last couple of weeks has been rainy off and on. Even in the middle of the day, it's been gloomy, and I have not been able to get good pictures for the website for the thrift haul. And finally, I was just like, you know what? Shadows and artificial lighting it is, and just had to take the pictures.
My braces should be coming off just before I go to California next month in April, but we'll see, because when they come off, I'm going to need, because I have these small incisors, so I'm going to need some like veneer work or whatever, or bonding done to them, which I won't have time to do before I go. So I might actually, if they're going to look weird, schedule it for afterwards, because I will be totally like self-conscious if my teeth look weird and I have to be public speaking. It's one thing if you're on camera, but like when you're with people in person. So we'll see. They're supposed to be pulling my teeth together, but I have like this gap that's showed up in the last month. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it doesn't matter, blah, blah. But guess what? When you are public speaking, how you feel about your mouth makes a huge difference. And maybe you don't give a flying rip about those kinds of things, but I do.
All right. Saved this little piece here for some future project. And then we have this bottom cut off too, that I'm probably going to use in this frame here.
We're almost.
Then we also have this little side thing because, you know, people use all their little scraps from transfers and this, these decoupage paper for like small bookmarks and stuff. Okay, I need to stop talking and get this painted.
We usually don't sell just cloches because they sell better and for more money with a base, and we always have a ton of bases. So like if we find a cloche top, we're going to have a base for it because we typically have them in the shop. But if we found a bunch of cloches, then maybe. All right, let's get back to painting my horse here. Got to paint the horse crack. That's what I'm doing. It's very situational. I'm definitely going to have to run some sandpaper in it to try to distress it because it's really annoying.
Okay, I'm painting the mat and everything. It's going to soak up this paint. But that black and gold is not the look with this floral. Maybe gold will come back, but the black was too stark.
Yes, the second coat on this is going to be much better coverage.
That's what I'm going to tell myself on this one too.
Well, for sure, milk paint, the first color covered coat. I can't even talk. The first coat always looks weird.
The felted mat or border on this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be. I would have done a coat of DIY first. I would have done crinoline to get a thick coat on that velvet. And
we might come back through.
You might come back through with some crinoline?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need thicker paint to cover that up. That is situational. Can you guys see how much better coverage? First coat, second coat. Just don't freak out when you're doing your first coat of milk paint. Also be patient with milk paint. I was watching, I'm actually kind of sad because he used foul language, but if you've ever seen the Mean Girls, the Indian guy that's on there, he's from India. In Mean Girls, he has, I can't remember what his name is, but he has a YouTube channel and he actually used Sweet Pickens and old-fashioned milk paint on a project. People ripped him for not refinishing it and for just painting it. But anyways, it was fun to see somebody just like, he really likes milk paint. It was an unaffiliated post and he just decided to paint with it. And so that was kind of fun. I thought, well, maybe I will send him some more colors, maybe some of our bespoke milk paint. He wants to use it. But he had some foul language in that video, and so I didn't really finish watching it. Which, I mean, it's his YouTube channel. He can do what he wants, but I can also watch what I want. And I don't really watch things with bad language. It's not my favorite. Doesn't make me feel happy.
All right, this is going on.
Looking for creamy white with pink undertones. I don't think that there are. You'd have to maybe add a little pink. I don't know that we have anything.
Yeah, we don't have anything because that's going to be
usually your undertones are going to be yellow or brown.
Yeah.
You're not going to, I don't know what colors would have pink undertones.
Yeah, that would just be,
Plaster
to me, that would just be like a
warm
light pink.
Cream. So you could start there and add a little bit of vintage pink to it because vintage pink is very, very light. And then you could probably get that. Yes, Rajiv Surenda. That is who it is. I usually love his channel. The other day I was watching him do laundry. My son comes in, he goes, Mom, are you watching somebody do laundry? I'm like, yes.
He's very fastidious.
He's stripping, like stain stripping his laundry. And I do a lot of laundry for work, I might add, like not just at home. And I'm always looking at ways to do things. And I love to take things that people, even if I'm not really making money by the time it's clean, it's like a good challenge. Like that little makeup bag that somebody told me I shouldn't rescue, and I did, and it sold, and I got it mostly clean, good enough to use. That was fun for me. It's a domestic competition in my mind when I can get things clean. My current thing that I want to get done is I got some, they're vintage Air Jordans that are the reverse panda. They retail for about $100 because they're vintage ones. And we picked them up for $14 at Goodwill the other day, and I want to work on getting those clean. I got a pair of shoes the other day for Jack that were like $10 at the Goodwill, and I ran those through the washing machine, and they look brand spanking new. They look so good. And Jack's foot is growing like crazy, so these ones I just bought are the next size up. And I was like, when you thrift, if you wait till you need something, then you can't find it. So, and I will buy his shoes brand new. And people are like, ew, it's used shoes. I'm like, they go through the washing machine. It's not like just putting them on my foot.
Well, we're usually not buying them in super bad condition. Like,
well, the last few ones have been pretty gross, but they come clean. Not gross like gross, just like dirty because white gets dirty. And I love a good sneaker protector. I got these new On Cloud shoes, and I bought them new because my foot is not indeed growing. And I sprayed them with sneaker protector because I want to protect my investment. Anybody who's worn On Clouds knows they're expensive. And Zeb saw this big scuff, and he's like, no way that's coming off. And I just took a washcloth with water, and I got it wet and scrubbed it a little bit, and the scuff came 90% off, just like that. And I was like, sneaker protector, see? Anytime I wash a pair of shoes, I always respray it with sneaker protector. I usually do use OxyClean to clean my stuff. I also use peroxide, Grandma's stain remover. I have that. And then OxyClean makes a spray that I get on Amazon. And the sneaker protector, I can't remember the name. I buy it on Amazon. It's made in Germany, and it's just a really good quality protector. It's my favorite.
You need to put it in your store.
Yeah. I know. I need to get an Amazon store set up.
We have one.
Well,
There's
I need to put
nothing in
stuff
it.
in it. Well, I'm busy, man. I did link my hair tie thing on my LTK, and people have been buying it. So it's good that I got that done.
So this was stapled in, and the staples were all kind of jagged and hanging out. So we got rid of those, and now we've got hot glue. The hot glue is actually pretty easy to get off. You can just either heat gun it or cut it with a kitchen knife will work if you need to change the frame out or do something different.
Thanks, Caitlin. She linked my sneaker protector that I use. And I went to Disneyland with cream shoes. I sprayed them with sneaker protector. I got home and I washed them up, like threw them in the washing machine, and they looked just like they did before. And then I resprayed them with sneaker protector because Disneyland's pretty rough on your shoes.
Well, it was raining the entire time too.
When I wash shoes, I always wash them with like towels and then not on high heat because I don't want the rubber to get too hot. And then whenever they dry, my secret, I'm not the only one that does this, I shove them with socks so they keep their shape. And it works pretty good.
All right, this is ready to go. Give you a close-up again.
Oh, that's really good. I would be shocked if that doesn't sell now. I kind of want you to reprint out one for my long skinny frame.
Yeah,
these look so pretty on an antique door. So I have an antique door.
So I'm gonna bring you around. I don't know if we can go for a walkabout. That frame there. I'll bring the art over. Oh, I just unplugged this. Hopefully we didn't lose the connection.
It's connected right still.
Oh, well, we're just gonna go over there and see it then.
How is it connected still without the cord?
Sometimes it needs the cord to start the connection. A lot of times I've ran it unconnected.
Oh.
So we thrifted this. The frame is awesome. The mat is awesome. It's got good age on it, but the floral,
I don't mind the floral.
Isn't bad, but we might change that out now. But Jamie just hangs this. She changes the decor over here depending on, oops, not going to get that back on now.
Seasons.
What the season is. This actually lives here pretty much from spring to fall. And then when we do the Christmas decor and the tree gets over here, she does like a big ribbon and wreath on it. All right, where are we at? Did I put it back in the right spot?
You need to go up just a little bit.
Is that enough?
Yeah. Go up a little bit more. Okay, perfect.
All right.
Some of you will be happy to know I did order curtains because everybody's always worried about that. We'll see if they look good.
It's mostly for looks. She's like, we're just going to leave them open all the time.
Yeah, they're still going to be open.
I
wanted some more softness in here, and I wanted more pattern, and it's all shiplap, and I'm not going to put wallpaper on my shiplap. It's not happening. So I ordered some curtains, and it's a different shade of blue than my blue on my chair, but I think it'll coordinate. I like to mix and match.
Well, it's warm enough out there. This is mostly dry already, but as Jamie predicted, we're going to go with some crinoline because that just soaked that cottage color right up.
All right, Caitlin just linked that frame if you want it, the big, tall, long frame with a new print. The fun thing about San Diego is we go there so often that my kids know, like they know their way around. Like it feels not like home, but like home away from home. They know where everything is. So it's a fun place to vacation. We have our favorite places to eat where we like to go to the beach. They always love to go to Debbie's shop, work on projects. Although I like to also go without them because Deb and I always like to work at Debbie's shop and like work on little displays and things, and my kids do get bored. although they are probably old enough, maybe not Jack, but Jack doesn't mind working on a project, that I could send Eliza and Redrick to the beach and we could stay at Debbie's. Jack's kind of a wild card, so I like to keep him with us. He's a good kid. I went to his field trip on Monday, and all the other moms that were there were like, "Oh, it's so nice to meet Jack's mom. He's so nice. I love him. He's so sweet to my kid." There was somebody said that their kid was really shy and didn't talk to a lot of people, and that they always talk about Jack because he's so friendly. Jack has like no.
You can't really tell Jack no. Like you're gonna either love him or hate him.
Yeah,
because he will get in your space and like figure out what you're going on and tell you all about what he's got going on.
He also doesn't really recognize if people are different than him, if that makes sense. Like he's like, we're all friends. Yeah, it's gonna work. So if people have like a different neuro spiciness, which he does too, he works well with Jack. Is the other frame you guys doing one that had flowers on the mirror?
No, this had a family. Oh,
yeah. Are you talking about that one? Yeah.
There's flowers on the frame and there's like a family in the picture.
Yeah. So I'm having to like sand in between here because the person before me didn't do a neat paint job. And I'm not saying that mine was especially neat, but I'm just going to distress in between it and try to smooth out any chunkies. And they're like, "What did you do for work today?" I sanded a horse crack. That's where I was. Julie says, "Living on Lake Michigan, I don't need to see the ocean." We live by pretty big lakes here. We live right by Utah Lake, and I still like the ocean better. I like the rock outcroppings in San Diego. The cliffs are really great.
One thing I like about the ocean is you don't seem to get the bugs that we do with the freshwater lakes here. Tons of mosquitoes in the summer here.
We're far enough away, it's usually not too bad here, but they have to do mosquito abatement and spray pesticides next to the lake because it gets really bad.
There's a few subdivisions close to the lake, and that's part of their HOA fee.
Yeah, well, the city will do it. Like if it gets bad, you call the city and they'll spray your area. I have contemplated buying a house closer to the lake, but that seems like a pain. I also like living really close to the freeway. I'm very spoiled. Whenever we're further away from the freeway, I'm like, ooh, this would be not fun to live over here. Because the surface streets, once you get off that 15, some of those surface streets can get really caked up, and then it's hard to get anywhere, even if it's not very far. Yeah, if you have something to send to me, send it to the shop address. It will get to me, I promise. Yeah, Caitlin doesn't live far from the lake at all, and she says that the bugs eat her up. We actually need to do a plan now that we have early church to go to her dock and pick up the boys. I don't know if Spencer.
Oh, do they have a dock down there by her neighborhood?
There's a dock over there, and I don't know if Spencer want to go. I know for sure Jonah will. Take him on the speedboat. And when I say speedboat, I mean it's got a 4-cylinder engine. It's from 2001.
It's a V6.
No, it's not. It is a 4. It's a 4-banger if there ever was one. But it pulls a tube. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be standing for a while. There's so many areas that are kind of lumpy on this that I want to fix. But it's looking really cute. I wonder if I wet distress it, if I can get more crackle. Here's my horse up close, though. Look how cute that is.
I am just dumping paint into this velvet.
For what? To like get it. There is some crackle on there already, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so if you want to force crackle, get your piece wet and then heat gun it or blow dry it. And this can make it crack and chip. I didn't use any bond in this paint, so I really was living on the edge, which means, you know, it could all chip off.
I don't know if we're going to get this one in the frame today. I mean, we might stay for a minute.
Well, I do have 2 other projects if you want to just throw that out there and do this one and that one.
Well, I'm going to heat gun it and see if we can speed her up.
Okay. This is working. I will bring this up close so you can see all the crackle and chippy goodness.
Almost tripped.
Almost tripped on the. If those of you that don't know, this is our kitchen island, and we just have a curtain.
If they were watching
on this
yesterday,
side.
they watched me knock the whole thing off. I mean, they didn't see it, but they heard it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff right under here by our knees behind the curtain. I just organized it, so it's actually not as bad as it was. Oh, something. Kathy's curation says this reminds of that Velvet Rabbit, the orange one.
I did win on that, but not without great effort.
Okay, let's show you guys. I'll probably have Zeb dark oil wax this. That'll make the cracks even come out better. Can they see it? Can you see the cracks there? Zeb, can you look at the...
Yeah, it's shown up.
All right in here. So this paint is water soluble. So if you get it wet, it will distress it. So you got to be careful, especially if you don't like the base color. But I don't mind the white coming.
What usually happens is I'll come back a day later. I'm like, oh, there the crackle is.
Yeah, but this one already showed up. I was going to maybe put a transfer on it, but honestly, it's so cute like this. I just don't think it needs it. This horse should be listed too. It's just a white rocking horse.
Yep, the pink one we still have that I did a couple weeks ago.
Once you get the next coat on that, will you oil wax this for me? Do we have any oil wax?
I don't have it out, but yeah, we have some.
Well, I got to distress this part. There's like, whoever painted this before just was like, let's get lots of paint texture on here. And it's like a little chunky.
It's probably pretty hard to paint in those.
And the paint cracks.
Yeah, and the horse cracks.
The horse cracks, so it's all right. I was victorious with the horse crack. Do you know where the, oh, that's clear. Here's that. Does this burlap come off?
I don't know. It might not. Looks like it's glued on pretty good there. Does it have 2 layers of wood though? Oh, you're burning it. Yeah, it's got a double frame. You might be able to pull that frame off and then rip it off.
I want to pull this while it's still hot.
Oh, that's going to be a fun project. That's going to be almost as fun as my velvet.
Nah, I got this.
All right, now that we've got
this is the same size as this hole. And if I take this second matting out, then I'm going to have to recut this. And so rather than recut that, which would probably be easier, I'm going to remove the...
No, I'm not saying leave the matting out. Pull this off, then you can rip that off of this, and then we'll put it back on. That might work. Because it's up underneath that. That's how it's holding on.
Look, I'm already 1/8 of the way done.
Get it. All right, now that I've got a coat of this crinoline dry, this is going on much better. We still might have to do a little bit more on this velvet, but...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there you go.
You're going to have to...
You know what you might be able to do is just run it outside with some 80 grit sandpaper.
Yeah. I'm just heating up the glue here. It'll make it easier to remove. It is going to smell like burnt burlap, but it's all right. I mean, I may have to sand it anyways, but I think I need to get the... Why did I start this project?
Because we had the time.
Oh, now it's coming off. Sorry, Mom. It smells like burnt burlap. My favorite tool is butter knives. They're 25 cents at the thrift store. This one happens to be silver plate on the bottom. Can transfers go on bare wood? Yeah. As long as
Just make
it's
sure they're not
pottery.
oily or greasy or dusty. Yeah. You want to get them real clean.
It's also a flathead screwdriver, scraper, paint stirrer. It's like the #1 thing I get crap for.
Kitchen screwdriver.
Because I use it a lot. And I'm like, listen, we barely use butter knives. It's not a common thing that we eat with around here. They go through the dishwasher. I use non-toxic paint. It's not the end of the world. And if they really get bad, I'll just buy a new one for 25 cents at the thrift store. It's fine. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to sand this.
Here, well, he gun this for me, and I'll go sand your
my mess,
your burlap off.
I painted your horse crack, so I feel like
you
it's
did
totally fair.
You know, it's been a while since you've done a horse. You were due.
I do know how to do them.
Okay. This is ready for you to heat gun.
You might want to pick off just a little bit more of the fibers. And careful, these.
I'll pull those out.
Okay.
We'll get all that out and.
Okie dokie.
Sand it here.
I'm going to heat gun the velvet because that's what needs another coat.
I'm going to put my mic here so I don't forget to.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It's going to be a little boring for a minute. I can't see question. I've been trying to think of like cute things I want to do for Easter because I want to celebrate Easter more, but I haven't come up with any projects I want to work on. So maybe this next week I'll do some Pinteresting and come up with some fun projects for next week. We've got that LaCroix mold with a cross, and so I think that would be good to use on an Easter craft. I mean, I do have things that are like have Jesus on them that are up year round. Like I have a statue of Jesus with his hands out showing the nail prints in his hands in my family room. But I want to do some things that are very Easter specific. So we're about a month away from Easter. I'm almost there, I think. Let me see. Nope. When fabric takes forever to dry too. I made some skinny spindles into carrot bundles. Oh, that's fun. I've not made too many little carrots before. I have a lot of bunnies. I have a bunny on my porch. I have a bunny by my fireplace. I have 2 bunnies on my mantle. So I've got bunnies and carrots going here. And I actually have bunnies out like year round because I like them. My bunny that I have by my fireplace, when it comes to wintertime, it just gets a Christmas bow on it. Then it's a Christmas bunny. So still using crinoline on this to like cover it. Yes. I do one more coat of crinoline and I think that'll do it. And then I can get the plaster out. I think I might need, for whatever reason, it's not as well covered on the top. That might need one more coat even after this.
All right, we zip that right on off of there.
All right, perfect.
Well,
Well,
the little scraper's got like some glue texture, and I was sanding out more of the router detail than I was glue.
I think I bought this frame too.
I got that one.
Oh, you did?
Back. Yeah, with the fan.
Oh, okay. I was like, because I've been known to buy velvet frames. Okay, it's going to need one more coat, Zeb, on this top part, I think, but you're getting close. Or you could just clear and dark wax it and call it good too.
Yeah, you might do that.
If you're going to do that, I get it all the way dry and then do another coat of that plaster to give you a little bit of a barrier.
It's going to be like a Painapalooza part 2 because we probably got about 10 or 15 more minutes. And, we're already 10 minutes.
Well, we got to get the work done.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing it off camera, so we may as well leave the camera on.
I recently seen vloggers take the oversized Easter eggs and place them in a candle holder decorated with mulch and transfers. That's fun.
There's like glue on here somehow.
I need to do, well, if I do like a spring house tour, then I'm usually really good about pulling stuff together. Unfortunately, my curtains won't be here for a while. They're on back order, so those won't make it for a spring house tour, but I could clean up my house and do some cute springy things in it.
So now that we got a ton of paint on here, this is mostly just looking almost like a textured like foam board or something.
Where's my frame?
Oh, you need that.
Yeah. We'll glue it back in later, but I want to paint it.
I got the hot glue gun hot if you want to just do it.
Okay.
That way. The wood on here, the look was fine, but it had some damage. It'd fallen off. There was like a chip in this part, and now that's mostly gone. You can't even really tell that it had any damage just from painting it.
Crinoline and plaster are close. Crinoline is more
Here,
yellow, and plaster is more
I can
brown.
show you the lids next to each other. Is that showing up? You can see the yellow and the brown hue is different. Is that on camera, Jamie?
Yep.
They're both really great creams.
I'm just going to use the rest of this olive on this frame because now that it's mixed up, it's got to be used. The frame is really dry, so I can't imagine that it'll chip much, and I'm going to get pretty good coverage even with the first coat. Yeah, we're just using the heat gun to dry it. I was using the heat gun to crackle and chip on this, but on that, I'm just using
very versatile tool. This use it for a lot of things, getting glue and sticky residues off.
I use it to get labels off all the time.
I didn't want to use a torch on it because it had like some polymer pieces next to it, and I had to get a nut off the other day that was so tight I was going to strip it out, and I just took the heat gun. This heats up to about 500 degrees. And I didn't burn or melt my polymer pieces that were next to the nut, and I was able to heat it up enough to get that nut off. So there's tons of stuff you could use it for.
The thing I guess is popular now is to have a porch goose, because geese are coming back in vogue, especially with the younger generation. Geese.
Geese are ornery.
Yeah.
And very territorial.
Bunnies can bite you, so bunnies aren't always soft and sweet. But anyways, that's a new thing. I'm like, maybe I should dress up my porch rabbit. Might buy some clothes for it. My porch rabbit is just cement. I thrifted it probably 4 years ago, and it's lived on the porch ever since.
All right, this has plenty of paint on it. I'm gonna get this one little spot dry that I just did, and then we're gonna come with some clear wax, because the DIY paint, it's so porous, no sealer whatsoever in it, completely different formula than the cottage color that we just throw transfers on right away.
But it's thick, so it's really covered that. It is cracking, but covered that velvet.
Yeah, it's cracking because I've got it so thick and I'm heat gunning it. So I'm getting like some crackle in my DIY paint because it's so thick. and it did a really good job covering this velvet up.
This wood frame is going to be so cool because the wood is like really dry and textured. So I'll do another coat. What is the large frame besides the stove? I think Caitlin just linked that. I don't know if it's sold yet. It is a frame with a print that Zeb just printed out. We'll show it to you in a minute when we're done heat gunning.
We just did it. If you missed it, you can watch it on the replay once we're done. But
I have a wooden table that I'm going to stain and put a transfer on dining table. It's okay to polyurethane. I would not use it. I would use Final Finishes sealer in satin or semi-gloss or even gloss. Polyurethane will yellow over time.
It's oil-based. It's got an oil product in it.
Yeah, and even water-based can yellow, and it's also pretty harsh, which can off-gas and cause peeling. Final Finishes is a really durable top coat. It's water-based and comes in a bunch of different sheens. And you should be able to get away with like a pint of it.
Yeah, we've never had any issues with our sealers that we use with them having an adverse effect with the transfers. There are some we've heard the horror stories. Stories. There are some products out there that like someone had this big beautiful piece of furniture and they emailed us and they used
gator hide.
Yeah, it's got like whatever's in it, it like off gases a lot, and like the transfer's just peeling off of there in like sheets.
Yeah, so I would not suggest using polyurethane, especially if it's the oil-based kind. You're going to need to do 3 or 4 coats of sealer, letting it dry in between. Maybe even using fine sandpaper to smooth it out. Make sure you don't like distress your transfer if you don't want to distress it. But it will hold up and then dry pretty hard. Oh, the longer rectangle print is now sold, Caitlin says. Okay. And that print is a prototype print that we are working on to carry.
We're going to bring it back. Like you'll be able to get this, but it might be 2 sheets in a different formatted size because I had to like add 2 images together. You can kind of see where I stitched them together down there.
And this is a very odd sized frame.
Yeah.
People are not going to.
I had to stitch those together to make them long enough for this without like stretching the image. So it'll be different format than that, but similar. Like I'm going to use those prints. I basically used 2 prints to get that done and long. And I had to cut off some of the edges and, you know, if you've used Photoshop or done kind of any digital media, you know what I'm talking about.
Walmart has bunny-shaped topiaries. I'll have to check that out. If they're viral, I probably should buy them and put them on LTK. I put the viral Christmas tree on my Like to Know It. And that's probably what single thing that I've made the most money off of affiliate sales was that Christmas tree. I didn't know it. I just bought it because I thought it was inexpensive and cute, but apparently it was very popular. All right, I'm getting this all the way dry. Then I'm going to distress this, seal it, and I don't know, I'll find something in Zeb's prints, perhaps maybe, that I can frame out.
Yeah, so this is the bottom end of this one that I'm putting in this frame I'm working on. I think you could get something out of
yeah,
there
I'll just
easy.
do something vertical. See you later, Caitlin. Are you headed out? If you find a frame that fits the medium-sized papers that we carry, it would be fun, especially like Leslie has, she says she has a small house. She doesn't have a lot of room for art. Find frames that you can change things out, like our A4 rice paper size or the medium paper size. And then seasonally, you can buy different papers that you can store easily in a big like art binder. You've seen them that are flat. It's the same thing with throw pillows. If you want to have seasonal decor, but you don't want to waste space, you can buy throw pillows all the same size that are different designs. And you could literally have a tiny little tub and then swap things out. So there's ways to do it where you don't like take up a lot of space. We have a large house now that we've renovated and added on to the house that we live in now. So we've got space, but even I need to be smart about my storage of seasonal stuff. It gets to be a little excessive.
Yeah.
You know what?
I've had to move it all to the 3rd floor on the shop. Jamie's like, but I want my stuff close.
Well, when we move Redrick to his room, when the cottage is done, all my Christmas is coming back, and I'm gonna have a seasonal decor room, maybe with a bed in it for guests, but maybe not. My mom, we have a guest room, but my mom is our permanent guest because she lives in it. So that's just the way life is.
Do you have the dark
really
wax out,
guest.
Jamie?
I can't have multiple guest rooms in my house. I got to use the space we have for what we need.
Oh, you do have the dark wax out. I'm looking for the dark wax over there.
We actually just took the bed out of the spare closet room, and we're making that into the printer storage room upstairs. And it's going to be so nice because the big printer is down in the basement, and Zeb has to go up and down 2 flights of stairs to get to it, and it'll just be around the corner from his computer. So he'll be able to monitor it better when he's doing printing stuff. I think it'll get used more. I need to do more hot glue in that. Okay, let's try this. I think heat gunning it moves the hot glue. Is this still on? Or did the battery die?
It looks like your battery died. I got another one.
Okay. What is LTK? LTK is a social media site. If you're interested in links for things, it allows you to actually link any product, and I make a small affiliate. Basically covers a little bit of my time to make the post and find the links for you guys. I think I've made $600 since November or October. So it makes it worth my time. And also, I feel like for the people that want the links, not everybody cares, but the people that want it, it puts everything in one place. And if you're not interested in it, then it's not like clogging up my regular feed. Plus, it's so much easier to not have to have affiliate accounts with every single product that you're linking. Because otherwise, like if I'm just sending you an affiliate link for different websites, if it's not like Amazon, which is pretty easy, I have to have an affiliate account with them. And then I have to monitor that. I have to monitor how I get paid. It's just kind of a pain. So LTK just kind of made it easy for influencers or people that have a social media presence to link things. Okay, let me make sure that's
kind of putting this on light. I don't want it to be super dirty on this crinoline. We have the clear wax underneath, so this should come off fairly easy. That's why we clear waxed it first.
I'm going to paint back of this frame. If you ever have like weird little wispies from your hot glue, a heat gun or a blow dryer will kind of melt them and get rid of them instead of trying to fight them.
So I'm not trying to wipe a ton of this wax off. I put it on pretty light. What I'm doing here is just making sure there's no like streakies or anything. Like I don't want to see brush strokes in my wax.
The back of this frame was never finished to begin with. And it's got some tape on it or whatever, but this is just going to make it look a little better. I'm not worried about perfection here.
All right, liking the look of that. Okay, show you that close. So now you can see that little rose and floral detail in the corner a lot better. All right, let's get some art back in here. So this never had any glass, so this might have to hot glue the corners so we can get it to stay on good. All right, family. I don't know who you are, but you're going to be art soon.
Gail said that she would like change out all of her frames to her kids' pictures on their birthday and like change them out.
Well, that's fun.
That's fun.
I like that idea.
We're just barely getting family pictures up after living here 5 years. I had one big family picture that's from when Jack was like 4. So maybe he was 6. I don't know.
Okay. So I cut this out a little off center because it had this element up top that was up on the top that kind of hung over the side. And I wanted to save that element instead of centering this. I think it'll be fine. We lost some of these on the bottom, which is what Jamie's using on hers. Okay, so I think I'm going to use a little hot glue right here just to tack these corners in so it doesn't run all over the place on me. Just going to use my
Did that mark it for me? Yeah.
hand to make sure that that's
Oh, the scissors.
doesn't have any wrinkles in it. Oh, of course, now that I got it glued down, I got it just a hair crooked, about a 1/16 of an inch. Well, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me.
How many kids do we have? We have 5 children. 2 are in their 20s. And then we have an almost 17-year-old. And then my boys will be 15 and 12 this summer. I'm also raising an 86-year-old mom. She lives with me. My mom's pretty independent, but she's still sometimes, she'll tell you, she gets a little needy sometimes. Or I got to remind her to do things that are good for her. It's a very interesting stage in life to be in because my mom's always been super wildly independent and I have to help her while also maintaining her like dignity and autonomy. Oh, this is not, I want to move this over.
All right. So we changed this from a horizontal landscape to a portrait mode. Kind of like that it doesn't have glass, no glare.
It's really cute. Did you dark wax it too?
Yep.
Okay.
Now I need to get these back in.
I'm glad I hadn't cut the sides yet because it needed to be centered a little better.
Just using the little auger. Now it's actually called a punch. You can use it for all kinds of stuff, but I use it for opening letters mostly and packages. But use that to start my hole so that I don't have to fight. Oh, I put that up. I need that.
This is pretty good, but I need to glue it and make it a little
So I have
tighter.
to
Can you
fight
do
these
that for me?
screws.
I need you to pull that a little tighter
Pull what
on the bottom. So it's a little bit.
Did you
wrinkled.
glue it?
No.
Okay, yeah.
It's mostly centered. I just need you
Let
to
me
fix
get
that a
these
little.
screws in here.
Oh, before you do that though, let me dark oil wax it. Where's the dark oil wax?
Right here in between us.
We are going to use the studio, the shop for lives. It's probably going to be a bit because A, we have to have time to get to it, which we can make time for anything. I feel like time is relative. And B, right now with my mom living with us, she is in better health. So maybe now we could do that a little more. But for a while, she wasn't in great health. So maybe we'll focus on that again. We'll see. But we do have the space in our shop. Can you pass me the oil wax?
I lost my little eye hook. I don't know where I set that. Oh, there it is.
Purple and green has been a great combo since Barney. This is actually a better combo.
It occurs in
Barney.
nature a lot.
Yeah. So I'm just going to use dark oil wax, and I will not let this sit on here. I do not want it to get super dirty looking. Trying not to get any oil wax on my new jeans. And I know these jeans are cute because Eliza saw them. She goes, "Ooh, where did you get those jeans?" And you know, if your teenager thinks it's cute, then you win. It does not mean that everything teenagers think is cute is actually cute, because some things only look good on you when you are indeed a teenager. Eliza pulls off outfits that I would not attempt to do. And Odelia, she's no longer a teenager, but just barely. Odelia's 20. All right, I do have a question for you guys. When you consider middle-aged, I thought 40 to like 50 was middle-aged. I am going to be 44 this year, and I did a video where I said middle-aged mom, and people said, you're not middle-aged. And I'm sorry, if you have to be 60 to be middle-aged, then that means you're living to 120. I feel like 40 to 50, the anticipation of living between 80 and what, 100 years is it's about right.
Most people aren't making it to 100. A lot of people are making it to 90 these days.
Yeah, so like 45, which I'm only a year away from. Cheryl says she got a pair. They fit loose. Do you have the stripy ones, Cheryl, that we carry? Or did you order these ones that we just got in? So what's fun about this oil wax is it's sitting down in all the deep cracks of the frame. So it's really looking good.
All right. Okay, this is done.
Perfect. That's really pretty. It would actually pair well if somebody bought this other frame that's a different color, just because it's going to have the same print in it. And it has a similar colorway for mixing and matching. Okay, can you, careful, do you need more dry off on that before you put this in here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to dark oil wax this. I don't think we're going to get this done today. Maybe we'll do it in the end of Thursday's
we didn't
video.
plan on it being a frame video, but it ended up doing 3 of them in here.
Well, you know, now they're out of the garage, which is always a positive thing.
Okay.
I got a lot of dark oil wax on that. I'm going to try to be a little more sparing with it on this bunny because I don't want to be waxing this thing forever. Jackie says she used to think middle age was 30s, but now she's 72, so anything under 70 is young. I've always thought middle age was 40 to 50. Both my parents made it to their 90s, so I feel like that's reasonable. So I'm like, I am middle-aged.
Yeah,
I didn't say I felt middle-aged.
Like we're cruising into our
mid
mid-40s. Like I'm going to be 45 in November, and Jamie will be 44 in September. And for 2 months there, we'll be 44 together.
Yeah, Liz Bell said those 2 prints will work together. Yeah, I think they would look great together. Let's get this other side done. This horse was actually a really easy do-over because it was already white. I didn't really have to sand it. I just used the milk paint, and now I'm just sealing it with this oil wax, and it'll be finished. Oh, that's good.
I think that paper, I'm going to have to just go work on it all afternoon and get the release done so you guys can start ordering those.
We also have a video to finish.
We got a lot of things to do today. But I have been working on it. So probably by next week, like Jamie was saying.
Leslie said that she's been told, this is a side note, she's been told to stop being so loud at her grandson's games. Tell them about the video that you did for cheer. And these were not even our clips.
So I was editing a cheer video, and people are sending me all these videos and stuff. Like parents are sending me videos to include in the cheer banquet video, the year-end wrap-up. And in about 4 or 5 of those videos, one of them was ours, but 4 or 5 of those videos, you hear Jamie.
And you.
And me a little bit, but you can definitely hear Jamie. And she's yelling, she's whooping, she's doing the cheer with the girls, and you can hear her through the whole video.
The coaches want us to, though. Like they actually don't like it when the parents are not loud. So I make up for all the lame parents. So Leslie, you're not too loud. The other people are just lame. Yep. You just keep cheering those boys on.
Like we don't do any like negative or derogatory cheers towards like the other team or or yell at our kids if they get a foul or whatever.
I will.
Or the girls drop like a stunt. Like we're not yelling at them about that.
I will yell at a game if the refs miss something that's a foul that is dangerous.
Where a kid could get hurt.
Because I don't care if my team, your team, those are all my babies, and I want them to be safe. But other than that, I'm pretty good. Okay. Oh, I'm getting this finished here. Do you want to pull all of our projects together?
Yep.
I need that paper towel.
Oh yeah, you gotta wipe that back.
Yeah.
Here's another one if you.
I
don't know what this was a picture of. Someone really loved this little waterfall, but they actually like took the picture and printed it out on Kodak film.
It looks
paper.
like it was printed out in the 90s. Like that colorway. My kids know that if you could tell me to be quiet all you want, but it's just not going to happen. And they know I'm their #1 fan. Zeb is their #1.5 fan. I'm just kidding. We're equal as far as that goes. I think I might be louder during wrestling matches.
Are you ready for me to go flying?
Sure. I'll show this side off of my rocking horse. I'm still waxing the crack here.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh no, it's blurry.
Did I close it out?
It's like it's frozen.
Yeah, it disconnected somehow.
Just a second, guys. We'll get this fixed.
Maybe.
Maybe. You want me to get in and out of the stage?
No. So we disconnected the camera when I touched it to hit the button on the side.
Zeb's camera.
We're going to see you for a sec. And let's go back and see if that fixed it.
Yep, it did.
Okay.
I'll stop rubbing this horse for a minute so that way you guys can see it, and then I'm going to finish it.
All right, we're probably going to get some glare from the skylight and the lights.
Or I can turn off.
Oh, there, that helped. This is long. The image on here is 35.5. Like this is over 36 inches long. And then this is all part of this one.
Oh, and then we have this.
Oh yeah, we did
so early on.
4 frames. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That one is transfers.
Yeah, this is transfers on a mercury glass.
What
backer.
transfer did you use?
By any other name.
By any other name. All right, guys. I think that is it for today. We've been on a long time. Thanks for hanging out.
If you need paint and products, visit JamieRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
And thrifting. And thrifting. That's how that ends, huh?
That's how you've been doing it.
We'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, you guys.